What the heck? Oh my, oh my. Good evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday night. It's August 15th. September 15th. My, oh my. September 15th, and look what my wardrobe person got me. Long sleeve shirt. It's chilly here. And it's Tuesday night, and this is the Grateful News Hour, and where there's no news, but pretty much it's an hour these days. And Tuesday nights are all request night, so please put your requests in. Please say hello. Please share and comment and like and tag and all those things for me. I appreciate it. And yeah, particularly if you're new here, say hello and let me know where you're from and come be part of the mix here. So I've got a few requests that I've got to catch up on. This first song is the Everly Brothers. And you would think, it's kind of basic 50s, 3/4. This is a really complex, complicated song. I had no idea. I'm quite impressed, actually, but we'll give it a shot. I can't remember who asked for this. I'm so sorry. But it's for you. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. Both been sound asleep. Wake up, little Susie, and weep. The movie's over, it's 4 o'clock, and we're in trouble deep. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. Well, what are we gonna tell you, Mom? What are we gonna tell you, Pa? What are we gonna tell our friends when they say, ooh la la? Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. Well, I told your mama that we'd be in by 10. Well, Susie, baby, looks like we goofed again. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. We gotta go home. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. Oh, the one so hot, it didn't have much of a plot. We fell asleep and our goose is cooked and our reputation is shot. Woke up, little Susie, wake up, little Susie. Well, what are we gonna tell your mom? What are we gonna tell your Pa? What are we gonna tell our friends when they say, ooh la la? Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. Little Susie, wake up. Wake up, little Susie, both been sound asleep. Wake up, little Susie, and weep. The movie's over, it's 4 o'clock, and we're in trouble deep. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. Well, what are we gonna tell your mom? What are we gonna tell your pa? What are we gonna tell our friends when they say, ooh la la? Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. I told your mama that we'd be in by 10. Susie, baby, it looks like we goofed again. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. We gotta go home. Very cool tune. I'm gonna have to work on that more. I had no idea it was gonna need so much work. It's got a little funny time, drops some beats, and it's very cool. All right, and so this one, I think it was Linda Davis. You know, there's 2 Linda Davises out there. I didn't know that. One doesn't really go by Linda Davis. But anyways, this was another request, and it's another like oldie that, you know, I think I just know, you know, it's sort of in your DNA. But then, you know, you start to play it and say, yeah, I don't really know this. But what the heck? In New Orleans, they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. Dear God, and I know I was one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man, way down in New Orleans. And the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase in the trunk. And the only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drum. train. I'm going back to New Orleans, to wear that old ball chain. Dear God, now I'm on. And it's been the ruin of many poor boys. Now, dear God, I'm one. I'm going to work on that one too. I guess I have to explain something. So, Jerry talked about once, one time he threw Phil down the stairs. He was so unhappy with the show that night. Phil had stopped playing, Jerry thought. And then some months later, they were putting together Live Dead or whatever, but they were going through, maybe it was Ox and Mox, but they were going through the live tapes and they came across this show that they just like, wow, this is great. And then they worked it out that it was this night that they all thought just sucked, it was this big struggle. And I've had that own experience, myself. I think I told you we played Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays every week for years and years when we were in town, and just, we're talking 15, 17, 20 years. And it was the same people week after week for the most part, and he'd come off. So they knew us well, but he'd come off some nights and think you were doing so well. And they're like, hey man, you seem a little down tonight. Low energy. The nights that it felt like just God-given, like was easy every note, like, people didn't like that as much, maybe. What seemed anyways, and the nights that you were struggling there, like, that's the hottest show in a long time. So everybody experiences the show differently, and certainly I experienced. But I just wanted to say, last night, got off to a technical difficulty. My wife comes in, she's waving her arms. And I had these two new songs, brand new songs I'd never done before, and this whole ambitious set thought, figured out, and boy, so that brought things down a notch. And I just, things, I was struggling all night. And I just felt like on the scoreboard I was down, I was way down on the scoreboard. And so around halftime, around the break, I started thinking to myself, I need a trick play or something. I need a Hail Mary of some sort. And so sure enough, deep there in the fourth quarter, I threw a huge Hail Mary. And it wobbled a little bit. It was a long pass. But I think it connected. And I guess everybody, is going to be different. Maybe some people caught it, some people didn't. Well, let me know. Let me know if you caught that Hail Mary, if you jumped up, fought for that ball, or if you're already in the clubhouse, if you already, before you even threw it, you had made your way up the tunnel. Well, that's my spiel for tonight. So let's see what we got here. Dancing Bear as usual from Sean. Rocky Raccoon. Didn't I just play that recently? I feel like I did because I got something going there. So Louis, you got to give me a pass on that one. I have a little thing happening. Mr. Charlie, all right, we can do that. Desolation Row, I still have not got together. Mr. Fantasy, all right, Tina. So please do put the requests in. Even if I can't get to them, it makes me feel a lot happier to see a lot of requests. And when I'm happy, then I play better. But then people don't like it. So let's do Mr. Charlie for Sean. I'd like to do Dancing Bear. We'll see. I don't have the lyrics up for that, and I'm worried I'm gonna mess it up like last time.
Shotgun, and I go walking out now, chuba chuba. We bully, walking high, looking low. I'll share you down and shoot you. Said Mr. Charlie told me so. Won't even take your life, won't even take a limb. Just unload my shotgun and take a little skin. Chuba, 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 bully, bully. Looking high, looking low. Gonna scare you up and shoot you. Said Mr. Charlie told me so. A silver dime, mix it all together like some alligator wine. Well, I
I can hear the drums, voodoo all night long. Mr. Charlie, tell me, and I can't do nothing wrong. Chuba, 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 bully, bully. Looking high, looking low. Wanna scare you up and shoot you. Said Mr. Charlie told me so. Mr. Charlie told me, I thought you'd like to know. I'll give you a little warning before I let you go. Now chuba, 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 bully, bully. Looking high, looking low. Wanna scare you up and shoot you. Said Mr. Charlie told me so. The drums, voodoo all night long. Mr. Charlie, tell me I can't do nothing wrong. Now chuba, 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 bully, bully. Looking high, looking low. Gonna scare you up and shoot you. Said Mr. Charlie told me so. Gonna scare you up and shoot you. Said now Mr. Charlie told me so. Gonna scare you up and shoot you. Said Mr. Charlie told me so. Said Mr. Charlie told me so. Said Mr. Charlie told me so. Mr. Charlie told me so. I forgot I didn't have drums there for that ending. It doesn't work quite as well without drums to drag it out like that. I also notice how often I look up to cue things. I'm sure you all guys are getting the cues. Let's see what we got else here. I really enjoyed it. I really do appreciate the requests. I like putting it together, when Grateful Years first started out, and still would happen. The idea was that people could submit set lists. And I thought that was a winner. I thought people would be writing in left and right and up and down. And we did have some, and they were always fun. I always told people, look, this is a blueprint. We're gonna use it, and who knows where we're gonna end up, miles from here. But it was always fun, that interaction with the audience or with the fan friend. And it's the same way here tonight. I get them in, and then I start putting it together. I can do this and do this and do that, and this will be good. So please put the requests in, and thank you for doing so. And give me a second while I Julie M, is that? Chris Whitley. I love that tune. But I don't have a clue. I couldn't even fake that. But you got it next time. Cindy asked for Ripple, Big Boss Man. Tina, you know what? I just did Big Boss Man for Labor Day. So I think I might hold off, but I think we'll go for this for the moment. I love this tune. Childhood living, it's easy to do, and all the pretty things you wanted, I bought them for you. And graceless lady, you know who I am. You know I just couldn't let you slide through my hands. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. And wild horses couldn't drag me away. And I watched you suffer a dull ache and pain, and now you decided show me the same. No sweeping exit, nor off stage lines could make me feel bitter or treat you unkind. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. must be crying. Well, let's do some living. And after we die, wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses, we're gonna ride them someday. All right, what do we got next here? All right, you're making me nervous. Is anybody out there? Can you hear me? All right, let's just see if something new has come in yet. No. Oh, wait. Verse number 3. All right, my brother. Senor, another good Dylan, but yeah, I don't know it. Oh my God, a whole lot of shaking going on. Shake my nerves and you're out of my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. What a thrill, what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Come along and you love me, honey. Even down and I know my heart. Broke my will, what a thrill. Now goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Hold me, babe. Woo, darling, it feels so fine. Hold me, babe. I wanna love you like a lover should. Wanna love, oh fine. Wanna tell the world that you're mine, mine, mine. Broke my nails and I fiddle my thumb. A little bit nervous, but it sure is fun. So, come on, babe, drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. So fine, squeeze me down. Wanna love you like a lover should. So fine, so kind. Wanna tell the world that you're mine. Take my nails and I twiddle my thumb. A little bit nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, babe, drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. You move me, honey. Come on, babe. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. And I knew that one more than it's as close as I could get. All right, we got to get serious. Wish I knew, Senor, but I do not. Oh my God, it's 9. These nights go so quick. Better hurry up. The lines are going to be closing soon.
Don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around no catfish jar. Come the morning, I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. Take me back to another morning, to a time so long ago, when the sweet magnolia blossomed, cotton fields as white as snow. Catfish John was a river hobo, lived and died by the river's bed. Looking back, I still remember I was proud to be his friend. Mama said, don't go near that
This is my message to you. I said, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Born a slave in the town of Vicksburg, traded for a chestnut man. Lord, he never spoke a single word in anger, though his load was hard to bear. Mama said, don't go near that mill. Don't be hanging around no catfish, John. Come the morning, I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. Walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. Saw some new requests coming in. Dancing in the Street. Bertha, love to do Bertha. That one I know. Slack, bide your time, be patient. Cassidy, I like that one too. But I like them all. Megan, I just did Samson last Wednesday, not even a week ago. I had fun with that. Cold Rain I haven't done in a little while, have I? All right, let's think about this. All right. I might save Mary. I got to maybe work on dancing. Maybe I'll save that for Bobby Wednesday. All right, the last time I played this, I couldn't remember the first verse. So it's redemption time, I think. I'll just make other mistakes, right? Yeah, I don't have the lyrics for this one, so yeah. now in his country miles, in his Cadillac. I can tell by the way he smiles, he's rolling back.
All right, hold on. I think that's the wrong verse again. All right. Excuse me. Was my butt in the picture there? Leaning over. Okay, now I got it. Oh, that intro was so nice too.
Where the wolf is snapped by the silver stream, I can tell by the mark he left you were in a stream. A child of countless trees, a child of boundless seas. What you are and what you're meant to be. Name, though you were born to me, Cassidy. Lost now on his country miles in his Cadillac. I can tell by the way he smiles, he's rolling back. Come wash the nighttime clean. Grow the scorched ground green. Blow the horn and tap the tambourine. Close the gap of the dark years in between you and me, Cassidy. Quick beats and icy heart. Catch cold, draws a coffin cart. There he goes, and now here she starts, hear her cry. Fly to the seabirds, scattered like lost words. Wheel to the storm and fly. Let your life proceed by its own design. Nothing to tell now. Let the words be yours, I'm done with mine. Fare thee well now. Let your life proceed by its own design. Nothing to tell now. Let the words be yours, I'm done with mine. Done with mine.
to make us all happy. Do anything, take us out of this gloom. Sing a song, play guitar, make it snappy. You are the one who can make us all laugh. But doing that, you break out in tears. Please don't be sad, it was a straight life you had. We wouldn't have known you all these years. Something to make us all happy. Do anything, just take us out of this gloom. Sing a song, play guitar, but just make it snappy. You are the one who can make us all laugh. But doing that, you break out in tears. Don't be sad, it was a straight life you had. We wouldn't have known you all these years.
us out of this gloom. Sing a song, play guitar, make it snappy. You are the one who can make us all laugh. But doing that, you break out in tears. Please don't be sad. If it was a straight life you had, we wouldn't have known you all these years. All night running, and I wondered if you cared. And I had a hard run around in a rundown, run around the corner, and I run smack into a tree. That's why, if you please, I'm on my bended knees. Bertha, don't you come around here anymore. Dress myself in green, I went down under the sea, tried to see what's going down, try to read between the lines. Had a feeling I was falling, 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 falling. Turned around to see, heard a voice calling. Thought you was coming after me. It's all night pouring, pouring, pouring rain, but not a drop on me. Test me, why don't you arrest me? Throw me in the jailhouse till the sun come down, really come down. I had to move, really had to move. That's why, if you please, I am on my bended knees. Bertha, don't you come around here anymore. I had to move, really had to move. That's why, if you please, I am on my bended knees. Bertha, don't you come around here anymore. I had to move, really had to move. That's why, if you please, I am on my bended knees. Bertha, don't you come around here anymore. Anymore, 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 anymore. All right, another marathon. Thanks if you're still here with me. I was thinking of trying to get the Ripple request in, but it's 10:14. It's past my bedtime. All right, thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for the requests. And tomorrow night is Wednesday. We've got a doozy for you, as always. Hope to see you then. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thanks for being here with me. Thanks.
Yeah, everybody, try to be nice to everybody else, okay?